So my wife and I, we live on LSD. Just to explain that a little bit more. It means take the least stressful decision. And what that means is whatever solution helps your future self be successful. That's all that means. It doesn't mean like do whatever gets you through the problem now. It's like what'll help you through the end so that your future self is set up for success. The best way I could probably explain this is in the middle of the night, you might feel the urge to expel fluids from your body. But in our infinite wisdom, we say, nah. And we stay in bed, don't we? We don't get up out of that bed. No, because I'm warm and snuggly in my bougie air mattress, sleep number bed. And I don't want to get out because you have to press the button to get you out of that stupid thing, you know? And so I decide not to leave. And that's a bad idea because that's not the least stressful decision. Because you might have a little dream that God puts in your head and said, okay, we got to wake this guy up. He's not listening. So you dream about being in a kayak, maybe. That's taking on a lot of water and you don't understand why. And then all of a sudden you wake up in a puddle of yourself. You're like, oh no! It is horrible. I mean, try to explain that to your wife, especially when she's your sister. And you're like, she will never let me live this down. So thankfully, I noticed that there was another human being in our bed, and it was our little child. And at first, I thought maybe it was him. But he was dry as a bone, so I had to get creative. And I get out of the bed as you know, motionless as I can, and I take and I lovingly dip my child into the puddle. Like squish, 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 squish. Until he's sufficiently soaked and he wakes up. It's like, oh no, what did I do? Like, I don't know what you did, son. Look at you. Wait till your aunt finds out. You're no son of mine. That's a close one. But the LSD would have been just get up and go do it. Go to the bathroom and come back and you'll go right to sleep. But no, we sit there for 3-4 hours wrestling with this decision and then we don't sleep at all. And so we can't serve anybody afterwards. So we're the LSD there is get up and just go pee. That's it. That's the best example I can give you. Now my youngest son, when he was in 8th grade, it was during COVID. And so they did virtual school, which is stupid. That was such a horrible idea because, okay, yeah, your kid can stay at home and do the school on the laptop we provide between his PlayStation and his Xbox. Yeah, how much work is that gonna do? So his highest grade in 8th grade, his first semester, was a 39. A 39, man, that is crazy. I said, you caused this yourself. You fixed it yourself. Now, I have 2 children. The first one, Kelly and I, basically we realized he's a demo. He's the beta, you know, he just teaches us how not to raise the second one. And we were helicopter parents with that fellow, man, it was so bad. Helicopter parents are a lot like, what do you call it, micromanagers at work. Like that you give your employees no freedom to fail, and you really should. Let them fail and you support them. You know, like, hey, I'm right there with you. You just explain what's going on, and I'll be your supporter. But and the helicopter parent does that too. It's like, well, I can't let him fail. I'm going to go to the teacher. I'm going to talk and figure out what's going on. Our oldest kid, kindergarten, he's on red. That's the Chattanooga, Hamilton County way of calling out dunces. Like it was the dunce cap for Hamilton County schools. Everybody starts on green. They can go up to purple because that's really good. Purple's awesome. And then yellow, bad, red, horrible. And our son was on red and kindergarten. Like, what did he do? He asked too many questions. Like he asked, okay, wait a second. If my parents use an iron and that uses electricity and it causes heat to smooth out their clothes, how come the house isn't always on fire? Because that electricity makes the heat. So what's going on? She couldn't answer it. He's on red. He talked through class all the time. I'm like, son, why don't you just wait till recess? Well, I can't go to recess because if I'm on red, they don't let you go to recess. I think you're putting the cart before the horse, son. You know, if you don't talk in class, you can go to recess. He goes, you don't understand. I get done before everybody else, so I want to talk. He does. He would like, how many times do I have to rhyme with cat, bat, hat, and rat? Like, he was getting it, and the other kids weren't getting it, and he was annoyed. Like, hey, can I just help you along so we can move over there and play with the Legos? So I get it. You know, I felt bad for the kid. But he was in red all the time, so I bribed him. I was like, hey, listen, if you can stay off red for 2 weeks, I don't care what colors you get, just stay out of red for 2 weeks. We'll give you $20 to go to Toys R Us and buy, you know, a shopping spree. That's when $20 could buy something, you know, at Toys R Us. Well, Toys R Us had business anyway, so whatever. So we went 6 weeks. The kid kept staying on red. Like, he couldn't get it through his skull of what to do. So, like, listen, I'm just asking for 2 weeks. That's all I want. And all of a sudden, nothing. Like, he didn't get on red. I'd ask him every day, what color were you? He's like, I was yellow, but I fixed it and got back to green, you know. All right, cool. I got a purple today, Dad. Awesome, that's great. Like, I got a yellow again. Okay, I was on green today. Did 2 weeks straight, not one red. We gave him the $20. We told our family, made a big deal out of it. We got a certified letter in the mail. Your child has been on red for 6 more weeks. Like, what? Like, he figured it out. The notes were in the bag. He's 5 years old. He figured out, take the note out. I don't get yelled at, make up a color.